Hey guys, welcome to Legends of Runeterra patch 1.2 Unofficial Champion Spotlight. As you all probably have experienced yourself, Shen recently just got buffed. It is not a big change, but I'm probably one of the few who got excited to finally try and make a deck out of this champion, and sure enough, it is quite a fun one.
Our wills align.
So after a few days of playing around and trying several deck combinations for Shen, I can probably say that Shen is not an OP unit, but he sure can give your opponent some trouble time and probably a little bit of annoyance, as they will quite often need a lot of resources to just kill one good guy. 5 health is quite high for a 4 mana unit. He can't be killed by almost all direct damage spells, which is an advantage really, leaving the opponents the options of wasting at least 2 direct damage spells to just kill one unit, instant kill him, or leave him be. Now, you guys might think that Shen can easily be killed by just blocking him until he's dead, but his recent buff to 3 attack power is no joke. Plus, you should have provided some additional buff cards in your deck, and there are plenty helpful cards that can increase Shen's survivability in all regions. While the opponents are spending a lot of resources trying to kill Shen, we can build our allies to dominate the boards. And that is the key for building a successful Shen deck. Shen is not your winning condition. Yes, he can buy you time to get to mid or late game. And yes, he can waste a lot of your opponent cards in hand, but in the end, his 3 attack will not get you anywhere near the enemy's nexus. Shen will still need the help of his allies to win the game for him. Just like how I need your help on pressing the like button for YouTube algorithm.
It must be done. Come here.
So I've been trying to mix match Shen with all different regions. Of course, Demacia being the only region that has other barrier cards will be our first choice. But surprisingly, it is my least favorite deck to play. I don't know why, maybe because I like Fiora to be paired with him. And Scout doesn't really get along with Shen either, because he's dying to support his allies. Let's just say that Scout people likes to overextend and hate to cooperate with the support. So I tried pairing Shen with Freylord, Noxus, Piltover, and no, not Shadow Isle, because Shadow Isle is full of suicidal people that don't deserve protection. What I wanted to show is that it is not that hard to actually level up Shen, even without the use of any Demacia's card. All I need is 3 Key Guardians, 1 Spirit Refugee, and 1 Stand United in every one of my Shen try decks, and I almost always get Shen to level up. And most of the time, I actually only need 1 Stand United to level him up, because it immediately gives us 2 barrier counts after we managed to use him as support unit the previous 2 attacking rounds. And believe me, it is pretty easy keeping him alive for just that long.
Balance has been maintained.
You have all those frostbites in Freylord. You have all those control and elusive in Piltover. You have all those challenger units in Noxus. Heck, you can even barrier chain using Dawn and Dust.
The balance has been maintained.
If that's what you want. Even in Ionia itself, you have a few selections of cards that can be used to make Shen more tanky. Once Shen has leveled up, things get a bit more interesting. Now all your barrier units will gain an additional +3 attack and definitely can surprise your opponents. Keep in mind, this is an aura effect. The +3 is not from Shen supporting an ally, but every unit that has a barrier will gain a +3 attack.
For the honor of House Laurent.
Fun fact, you can't actually stack barriers effect, but the +3 attack from Shen's aura can be stacked and applies to all the units on board. For deck composition, you will want to think of putting in low mana cards that can give you survivability until mid-game. Your winning conditions should be powerful allies that are able to hit the opponent nexus directly, whether it is an elusive or an overwhelmed units. Your Shen should be supporting them as much as he can. It doesn't matter if Shen dies, as long as you can get your opponent's nexus health as low as possible to secure the wins. Champion that has the ability to do direct damage attack is also a good ally for Shen. I found Darius, Tryndamere, Miss Fortune, and Vi pretty compatible with Shen, since their level up conditions is pretty linear and doesn't require too much resources. I also found Savage Reconnaisseur and Windfarer Hatchling to be a good ally that can boost your winning chance during late game. I recommend using units that have Challenger ability to help control the board, while at the same time keeping Shen's alive.
Make the Empire proud.
I can see that Shen is currently a pretty good champion, but he is not in the top tier champion list yet. As a champion, he is not flexible enough to fit to any random deck. There aren't many barriers cards yet, so you will most definitely need to use 25% of your whole deck just for his level up conditions. If you want to level him up, that's it. The same as Yasuo with his stun, he will need a deck that revolves around him. But I still think that he is in a good state and can potentially be better once there are more barriers cards laying around. Or maybe he can be used even without the need to level him up. What do you think? A 4 mana card that has a 3/5 is not that bad, right?
Another fine scar. The winter's claw strikes.
This video is dedicated to those who are thinking of building a Shen deck. I hope this video can help you make a decision. Maybe you are curious, thinking of exchanging that champion wildcard, or even bother using Shen in your deck at all. I hope you find this video helpful. If it does, please consider giving me a like or a subscribe. Thank you for watching. Life is a game, so play smart.
They never stood a chance.